G'day folks, I've managed to get all the fittings fitted to my rocker arms and onto the levers as well, and now I'm just going through the process of putting these onto a bit of threaded rod to start making up frames. First thing that has to be done is attaching the threaded rod to a bracket. This is a 25mm right angle bracket, and I've got a nylock nut on the end, and the end of the rod is flush with the end of the nut, and then there's a spring washer, then the bracket, then a spring washer, and then another nylock nut, and that's tightened up really tight to hold the thing in place. And then we follow a similar formula. After this first nylock nut, there's a spring washer, and then a flat washer, and then the lever, then a flat washer, spring washer, nut, etc., and on it goes. So I've cut the rod just a little bit longer than what the frame will be, and I'll trim that off once the frame is completed. So what we've got here at the moment is one lever being prepared, so I'll put the second flat washer on, and then we add the spring washer, and then we add a nylock nut. Now I have all these nylock nuts facing the one direction. No particular reason, it just seemed to make sense. So we have to wind that on quite a fair way. Now once we get close to where the nut is going to finish up, I just put a drop of Loctite on the thread. Even though these are nylock nuts and they're supposed to lock in place, this is just a bit of insurance, because you don't want to be winding all these things off again. So what I do is tighten it up and have it so that the lever is quite firm in its movement. You don't want a sloppy movement. You don't want it too tight. That's just a tad too tight. Just loosen that off a bit. Compare it to the one next door, and so on. Just a bit more. Fraction of a turn makes all the difference. Right, that's fine. And then away we go again. Okay, a little thing I should point out, folks, is these flat washers that I'm using, they're 3/16 flat washers. They have, I think that they're made in a press, and they have a smooth side, which is this side, a shiny side, and they have a slightly rougher side. Whoops. And I always make sure that I put the smooth side up against the aluminium bar to reduce friction, reduce wear. I think it just works better that way. It's just a little fussy thing I do. Okay, I won't bore you anymore with this procedure, but the rocker arms that go on the back of each frame follow exactly the same procedure. It's a mirror image of the levers, with brackets, etc., washers, spring washers, etc., nuts. It's exactly the same. Yeah, so I've got 4 levers on here in quite a short time. There's going to be 9 on this particular frame, and the second frame will have 6. So that's how it goes.